Good morning and welcome back to INN News. Glad you are joining us today because we have a political story that is creating serious debate across Uganda. The question at the center of today's discussion is simple but powerful. Who should choose the leader of opposition in the parliament? Should it remain the largest opposition party as the law currently provides, or should all opposition members of the parliament vote and elect the leader of opposition? This debate has exploded after reports emerged that lawmakers associated with Patriotic League of Uganda, commonly known as PLOU, are planning to introduce a private members bill that would change how the leader of opposition is actually selected. Now, the proposal comes at a time when Senyonyi serves as Uganda's leader of opposition, and when political tensions are already high ahead of the country's next elections. To understand why this story matters, we first need to understand how the current system works. Under the existing arrangement, the largest opposition party in parliament is given the responsibility of nominating the leader of the opposition. At the moment, that party is the National Unity Platform, also known as NUP. Because NUP holds the largest number of opposition seats in the parliament, it nominated Joel Senyonyi to become leader of the opposition. The position is important because the leader of the opposition is expected to hold government accountable, coordinate opposition activities in parliament, and present alternative views on national issues. The office is one of the most powerful positions outside government. Now, supporters of the proposed bill argue that the current system gives too much power to one political party. They believe all opposition MPs should have a say in selecting the person, sorry, in selecting the person who represents them. According to supporters of the idea, if opposition MPs vote directly, the winner would enjoy a broader support across different opposition groups. They say such a system would strengthen democracy within parliament and make the office more representative. On the other hand, critics are asking a different question. If Ugandans vote for political parties during elections, shouldn't the largest opposition party naturally have the right to choose the leader of opposition? Critics argue that the political parties exist for a reason. They say voters support parties because of their policies, leaders, and vision. If the largest opposition party wins the most seats, they argue that that party should continue choosing the opposition leader. This disagreement has now become one of the most discussed political topics in Uganda. Adding even more attention to the story are comments made by General Muhoozi Kainerugaba. In recent weeks, Muhoozi publicly criticized Joel Senyonyi and suggested that changes should be made regarding the office of the leader of opposition. His remarks quickly attracted national attention. Supporters of Muhoozi argue that he has a right to express his political opinions as a public figure. His critics, however, believe his statements raise important questions about the relationship between politics and public institutions. Regardless of which side people support, one thing is certain. His comments brought additional public focus to the debate. Many Ugandans who had never paid attention to parliamentary procedures suddenly become interested in understanding how the leader of opposition is actually chosen. Now, let's look at Joel Senyonyi himself. Senyonyi entered national politics after building a reputation as a journalist and a public communicator. Over time, he became one of the most recognizable faces within the opposition. As a leader of the opposition, he has frequently challenged government decisions, raised questions about public spending, and called for greater accountability. His supporters describe him as calm, disciplined, and focused. His critics sometimes argue that he is too confrontational toward government officials, but anyway, that is his job. But regardless of political opinion, there is a little doubt that he has become a major figure in Uganda's political landscape. That is why any attempt to change the rules surrounding the office naturally attracts public interest. Another important question many people are asking is whether the proposed bill could immediately affect Joel Senyonyi. Legal experts have offered different interpretations. Some believe that even if Parliament eventually approves the bill, it may not automatically remove the current leader of the opposition. Others argue that much would depend on the exact wording of the law. Until a draft is formally represented or presented and debated, many questions remain unanswered. This certainty has fueled even more discussion. Some opposition supporters see the proposal as an attempt to target Senyonyi personally. Others insist the proposal is about reforming the institution rather than focusing on one individual. The truth is that political reforms are often controversial because different groups view them through different lenses. What one group calls reform, another group may call interference. What one group calls modernization, another group may call a threat. A threat established to established in, to established a threat to established principles. That is why debates like this are really simple. They touch on questions of power, representation, democracy, and political strategy. The timing of the proposal is also important. Uganda is moving closer to another electoral cycle. Political parties are recognizing leaders are positioning themselves, supporters are becoming more active. Every major political decision is now being examined through the lens of the future elections. This means even procedure changes can quickly become national debates. Some analysts believe the discussion could reshape relationships among opposition parties. If all opposition MPs were allowed to vote for the leader of opposition alliances would become extremely important. Candidates would need support from multiple groups rather than relying on a single party nomination. That could encourage cooperation, but it could also increase competition among opposition factions. Others believe the current system provides stability because it avoids constant political contests for the opposition. Under the current arrangement, the process is straightforward. The largest opposition party nominates a leader. The office then functions without lengthy internal elections. Both sides, therefore, claim they are defending democracy. One side argues democracy means giving every opposition MP a vote. The other side argues democracy means respecting the choices voters made during general elections. As the debate continues, Parliament is expected to become the center of attention. Ugandans will be watching closely to see whether the proposed bill is formally introduced. They will also be watching to see how different political parties respond. Will opposition groups unite against the proposal? Will some support it? Will modifications be suggested? These are questions that remain unanswered. For now, the proposal remains exactly a proposal. No law has yet been passed. No changes have yet been implemented, and Joe Senyonyi remains the leader of the opposition. But the discussion itself reveals something important. Ugandans care deeply about how democratic institutions operate, and they care about accountability. They care about representation, and they care about the future and direction of their country. In the coming weeks, we can expect heated debates both inside and outside the parliament. Political leaders will make their arguments. Legal experts will offer interpretations. Citizens will discuss the issue in homes, workplaces, markets, universities, and on the social media. Whatever happens next, this story is likely to remain one of Uganda's most closely watched political developments. As always, the best approach is to follow the facts, listen to different viewpoints, and wait for official parliamentary processes to unfold. Thank you for joining us today on YNN. If you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you never miss out latest political updates and analysis. I'm your host, and until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and keep watching YNN, your news now.